Great big flame down in your heart. It's different. You see, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flaming
That shit, burn this bitch down, raise it, even to the ground, nigga. Fuck that shit, just burn this bitch down, raise it, even to the nigga. Fuck that shit, better burn this bitch down, raise it, even to the ground, nigga. Fuck that shit, they better burn this bitch down, raise it, even to the ground. This for Breonna Taylor. System failure. I mean the system failure. They treat our lives careless. They made us careless. They think our youth stupid, but they really fearless. How you gon' police us when you really fast? I'm at the edge, my friends are dead, I'm feeling careless. Treating for our lives, and they be acting careless. Now your fucking city gotta burn, you don't wanna hear us. When a nigga say that he can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot, no please. They ain't give a fuck, they just got back and they squeezed. They took their foot off of our necks, now they applying their knees. Man, fuck the NFL, they just need their own leagues. And if you don't know what I mean, they catch up to my speed. Shouldn't the cracker make $1 while our people gon' bleed? Shouldn't the cracker make $1 while our people gon' bleed? So I said, fuck that shit. Burn this bitch down, raise it, even to the ground. Nigga, fuck that shit, better burn this bitch down. Raise it, even to the nigga, fuck that shit, better burn this bitch down. Raise it, even to the ground. Nigga, fuck that shit, better burn this bitch down. Raise it, even to the ground. Set the world on fire. Set the world on fire.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you in there.
I noticed this was quite a few brothers getting out of this.
But the gold lab got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talking about, that soul's right with me. And they know I'm lethal, got my reach. Said I was gonna get it. They gon' see, they ain't gon' believe. Can't style my cane now. Hold on, let me get the breakdown. Treat it going like a cake now. I'm about to live a lifestyle. Pipe down till the pipe down. These niggas selling pipe dream. Baby girl sweets ice cream, and I need, better believe. Sit back, look at my cheeks. Why you have to take money to me? Competition ain't free. I'm about to take them to the clip. They gon' get stars depressed. We gonna start the best. These niggas ready, and I'm not impressed. I have them holding chest. They hear the heart attack. Told you I'm hard to death. I know that they see it, but they don't believe. Look at them so misleading. 144, Michigan Peak. We undefeated. You better believe. Fuck me, nigga. I'm me. Drop a line on me. Like a bomb over. Prepare for the fallout. Run west side of what you talking about. Me and my nigga by the ball out. These little niggas by the bomb out. Tell the ring up, tell the fall out. I'm on my job, I can't call out. I'm in the wind, I'm winning all now. Don't give a damn about the track. Break a little nigga, you about to lose the day. Look, I got fools to pay. You can even move, you can get moved away. Choose the fake. Some of these fools they fake. They got a card to play. Niggas ain't hard to break. You get dog today. The rest of y'all told the hard away. Nigga, wait out of your league. Please believe. But they don't laugh, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my wrist. I'm gonna get it, yeah. Know they gon' see, but they ain't gon' believe it. See Queen, now you know that. Fuck the world, I can't go back. Ain't no coward, I don't know that. Bitch, I'd rather take a toe tag. Run it up and know I'm good to go. Put my body on, get it low. They want smoke, got my bitch naked in my bedroom doing the Tootsie Roll. Big dog needs up trying, it's my time. Way out the line, way out the bounds. Oh, you ain't noticed the line. Then I'm gonna flow with the vibe. I know it's gon' be stressed. I know it's gon' be pressure. That's they focus. There's a good word with the girls. I should be a soldier. You should be my loaded. It feels like selling control of my spirit. Take over me, holding me high. The lift is open and over my shoulder. And I see my soldiers get made on back. Keep speaking fake. He real, but I'm real. Fucking leader, I don't feel up. Fucking God, I don't feel up. Cut his eye, about to kill her. Wait, hold up, let me catch the rhythm. Okay, I got it, I'm ready. He cross it out, he gon' regret it. Know how I rock it steady. Hope he keep it going steady. You better believe, certified, won't fight solid. It ain't hard to test. Came out as hard as hell. These people raise a nigga, better watch yourself. I'm giving you spell. Chasing the blue faces like I'm Bob Metal. And now it's too hard to fail. Young women gotta guard yourself. You know I keep it, they trying to come give me a squeeze. You better believe. Cause they don't have their own eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about. Got a soldier ride with me. And they know I'm lethal. I got my wrist. I'm gonna get it, yeah. Know they gon' see. They ain't gon' believe that.
All right, I can clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. On deck, Isupk, Chicago Under Commander Junior Hunter, since 1969, bringing this truth like no other. You understand? We're about to get into it tonight. I want to touch on the Passover, of course. We got the Passover next week. Get the Most High hand. You know what I mean? Passover is one day, but of course, you know, Israelites, we turn one day into a 7-day festivity. You know what I mean? So starting Monday, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, if you're in the Cocoa Beach, Florida area, there's few things that you hide before you should hide before we get down there. Number one, who knows what's number one at the top of the list? Oh, the young man. Goddamn.
Strong drink.
Hide the strong drink. You understand? Hide all the liquor because we coming to raid. God damn it. What's number two on the list? Who knows? Carl Carr.
Women.
You better hide the women down there in Florida. We make leave with the whole state. You understand? The brothers in Florida will be like, damn, well, y'all ain't had to take everybody. You could have left some meat in this one. Yeah, everybody understand. So we for sure about to get it in. Go down here, enjoy this brotherhood, you know what I mean? And get it on. So looking forward to it, all right? Any questions? Juan Matabak.
So I would like to break down the 1 Corinthians chapter. I'd like to break down 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 34.
No sweat, let's get it.
Hold on, got it.
No, hold on 1 second. Bear with me. First say 1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians 7:34.
7:34. Karyas, what's your question?
Pertains to the Passover, sir.
All right, no sweat. I know we gotta also too, we ain't gonna take long on it tonight, you know what I'm saying? But of course we gotta touch on old Jada again. I mean, Will Smith just can't win for losing. Now this broad here is now once again, this is the reason why you do not, you know what I'm saying, marry yourself to a whore. You understand? Like she's going to a whore. Let me tell you something. A whore not only is just going to destroy you, she's going to destroy the neighborhood, the city, the country. She's going to destroy everything. You understand? Which is why we supposed to raise our daughters to be virtuous women now. Everybody understand? All right, no sweat. Go ahead, read what you got.
I'm going to start at verse 33.
Go ahead, brother.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
But he that is married carry for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. My question is,
Hold on 1 second. Let me see. You just read what, 33? Read verse 32.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 32. But I will have you without carefulness.
But I will what?
But I will have you without carefulness.
Mm-hmm.
He that is unmarried.
He that is what?
He that is unmarried.
What does that mean? He that is unmarried. He doesn't have a wife. All right, read on.
He that is unmarried.
Mm-hmm.
Careth for the things that belong to the Lord.
He that what?
He that is unmarried. Careth for the things that belong to the Lord.
Break it down. Go on.
It means that a man that has no wife is focused towards the things that he's doing for us.
Yeah, because a woman and children is a responsibility. You understand? Now, of course, you're required to put the work of the Lord before, your women and children, of course. But if you have a wife or wives, they're gonna eat up some of that time. You see what you think? You just gonna be able to go home and read the Bible? Is that what you think? You know what I'm saying? You gonna go home and try to read the Bible, and your wife gonna walk right in there while you get this Bible open and just get to talking. Yeah, you know what? Meanwhile, you looking at her like, I know you see this book open. I know you see this book over there. I'm telling you my life, right? That's why I can break it down for you. I'm like, I know you don't see me reading this Bible. Then you sit there and look at it and try to listen for a few minutes. Okay, go right back to it. And here she come again. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have responsibilities. Like when you get a wife and children, you better understand that. But a cat that ain't got none of that, the only thing he is focused on is the truth, and you need men like that in the truth. Everybody understand?
Okay.
Go ahead.
He may please the Lord.
How he may what?
He may please.
That's all he worried about, pleasing. Read on.
Verse 33.
Let's get it.
But he that is married,
Mm-hmm.
careth for the things that are of the world.
He that what?
But he that is married,
Uh-huh.
careth for the things that are of the world.
Break it down. Read it. Matter of fact, just read the whole joint, because the answer right there. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
But he that is married, careth for the things that are of the world.
Uh-huh.
He may please his wife.
How he may what?
Please his wife.
Break it down. Wrong.
So a man that's married, he can't just give all of himself, apply all of himself to his craft and serve the Most High. He got to take time to work and buy things and give his wife things and give to her too.
Yeah, it's his responsibility is not just the truth. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, cats in the world, their whole life is about that woman that they married to. You understand? But of course, a man, you know what I'm saying, when you're an Israelite, listen, your life got to be about serving the Most High. Not to say you ain't gonna do things for your rib, and you're gonna do things. Your rib is supposed to get pleasure, number A, from being a helpmate to you. You see what I'm saying? And in turn, man, this woman gets a ton of things: protection, guidance, leadership. You can look at Jada Pinkett, you know what I'm saying, old pit bull looking at, and see that this is a woman here that don't have a husband that's leading her. The problem is she's leading him. You understand? Like, and that's the real issue. What's going on right there? Everybody understand? Read on.
Verse 34.
There's
a difference also between a wife and a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord.
The what?
The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord.
What is a virgin? Well,
a woman who's unmarried.
Mm-hmm. Give me some more. We got the Zondervan. Do we have the Zondervan? You got to get the Zondervan right quick. Let's read what a virgin is. This will be able to help you understand this scripture clearly. All right. Well, it ain't up there. All right. If it ain't up there, don't worry about it. Ain't nobody got it on their person. None of y'all got it out. All right. Read virgin. Every officer should have a Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary out. And let's make sure we get a Zondervan up here on this shelf. There you go, right there. Aroma one. Right there. Look straight, bro. Second shelf. Move to the left. Up, bro. Up. Slide over.
Right here.
That ain't it right there. Next to it. God damn.
I got one at the house. It don't look like this.
Man, listen, I'm telling you hey, Kyle, make sure we put him down too on the list for pearl vision, right? Send him up there with one when he got his already. Make sure this nigga get pearl vision, right? Ain't no sweat. I'm about to cuss the brothers out about that not having one up there.
So I got the title in dictionary.
Virgin, read that. Nice and loud.
Virgin, a young unmarried woman.
A virgin is a what?
A young unmarried woman.
Read on.
It is also used figuratively to personify a city or a state.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can drop that. You know what I'm saying? So we got it. It's a young woman who's unmarried. Don't mean that she ain't had sex before, but she just ain't married at the time. She's a young woman. Everybody understand? So read that from the top again.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 34.
Go ahead.
There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin.
Everybody understand? Read on.
The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord.
The what?
The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord.
Break it down. Come on.
Just like a man who's unmarried, a woman who's unmarried is also focused in the things of her work towards the Most High.
Yeah, she comes in here. She doesn't have a husband, so the work of the Lord is her husband. You understand? This sister is cooking. You know what I mean? She normally sisters can't make it because they taking care of things at home. You know, they got their husband is their first responsibility. You know, when the sister is unmarried though, she's basically in the school with, you know what I'm saying, helping the school. You know, cook, clean, whatever we may need the sister for. Her husband is the work of the Lord as well. Everybody understand? Read on.
That she may be holy, both in body and in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But she that is married, care for the things of the world.
Mm-hmm.
How she may please her husband.
How she may what?
May please her husband.
Where's your question?
Now my question is just where it says care for the things of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first I was thinking about like worldly things.
Mm-hmm.
But now based off how you break them down, it really just means how you take care of a husband.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Get Kawan a hand. You right on. Now this is also a twofold. You understand what I'm saying? Where a woman, you know what I'm saying, is literally in the world where she ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying, serving the Most High, nothing, because she's worried about, you know what I'm saying, the things that's pertaining to the world. Same thing with a man, you know what I'm saying? But when you come up in here, which this scripture breaks down, whether you're a man or a woman, you know what I'm saying, you got to care for serving the Most High as well. Everybody understand? But even a sister that comes in here, just think of sisters who come in here. They come in here and they in here all the time, you know what I'm saying, sweeping, cooking, you know what I'm saying, doing things for brothers and all that. Then what happened? One of these brothers, you know what I'm saying, snatching right about, they don't sit in them chairs too long. You see them chairs is empty. At one point in time, there was a few sisters sitting in there with dresses and head wraps on, and I'd be at, hey, sister, you know, whatever. Now, anybody over there? No, these brothers is thirsty now. They thirsty. Some things I can't say I'm joking about. These brothers is thirsty, all right? They want some tan, and I'm not bad. Moving on. So now you don't see these sisters in here cleaning or cooking or anything. Not to say that they ain't serving the Lord, but they got a man now who they got to care for. Everybody understand? All right, so we could drop that. Boy, you good, Kawan? Kaya?
Come, so if I could. So one pertaining to the Passover.
Well, you going right into I guess you're gonna take me right to my topic, huh? There's any questions online? Yeah, we're gonna get into the Passover tonight. Before we get into the Passover, though, I would like to talk about Jada Pinkett, man, and that whole Will Smith situation just a little more. I think this situation is so disgusting that, I mean, this is something I think the UK, we've been talking about this since the smack happened, ain't it? That smack woke you out your sleep, didn't it? You ready to whoop your wheel because he thought she smacked you. Oh, baby, that was on TV. Chris Rock just got lit up. You understand? Any questions online? Check the YouTube as well. All right, so now look, the whole situation with Jada Pinkett or whatever. Because you hear the latest where she came out and said that what did she say, man? Go on.
So he said that she She don't need no man to defend her.
That's what she said. You understand? She said she say, first of all, you know, I'm mad that he did that. You know, that's number one. And number two, I don't need no man to protect me no way. Now come on. You see what I'm saying? So basically, the man that got smacked for nothing. You understand? Because she don't need no protection anyway. Now, if you Will Smith, I know you gotta just be sitting there like this. You understand? Like, damn near, even if she felt that way, she shouldn't have came out and even said that out. You understand? Now, once again, this is what, you know, with wisdom, this is why it's so important to have wisdom, because people got to learn this. And I've learned this being in the truth. You don't have to utter everything that's in your stupid brain. For some reason, people think that they just always got to tell the truth, and they just all here. People say, I got to speak my truth. No, you don't. Learn to shut your goddamn mouth, man. Everybody don't need to hear what's up in your goddamn head. Everybody understand? And so she's further making this brother look just horrible. Everybody understand? So give me the description where it says you shall be taken by her. You understand? That one is another one that I wanted as well pertaining to this broad. Go ahead.
I wanted to see if the
give me the feeble knees. A wicked woman shall make what is it, feeble knees, feeble hands. Give me that one as well. Go ahead, y'all done.
it's like that one. I just wanted to see if you know the story of Vashti. Is that like
Vashti, refresh my memory.
Okay, so this is
in the Book of Kings.
No, this is Esther. I don't want. She was king as Arias.
Okay, yeah, the Book of Esther. Okay, yeah,
yeah, and she was the queen,
right?
And then you know what I'm saying, she was just disrespectful to the king.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, in front of the people. You know.
Ooh, get y'all down the hand. Give my hand. Because go ahead. You want to get more?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, for sure. Because okay, number one, what was Vashti again?
She was a queen.
She was a what?
Queen.
Everybody see the problem. Like this is what happens when you get to calling these bras queens and putting a crown on their head as well. You understand what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven, now, you know what I'm saying? The only person that's gonna have a crown on their head is that man. That woman, you know what I'm saying, will be sitting beside her, but the one thing she ain't gonna have is no goddamn crown on her head. You see what I'm saying? And so that what you just brought out right there is heavy. You know what I'm saying? You got a scripture on it?
Come.
Go ahead.
Esther chapter 1 and verse I guess we can start at verse 9. Give a background on the story.
Yeah, let's
go straight to the meat.
No, we don't need no background.
Okay.
Let's go straight to the meat. All right. Where is Esther now? That's before Judges.
That's right before Job, after Nehemiah.
Bear with me. All right, Esther, where we at?
Okay, Esther chapter 1 and verse.
Let's get it. You know for sure, Jada definitely feels like she a queen. Okay. And you could tell she feels like she a queen. Before the smack even happened, did you see how she was sitting in that seat? You know, this ain't a person's body language will tell you a lot about themselves. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting in that joint like she is the queen of heaven. You understand? And that's what he got sitting over there. You understand? Well, you got it.
Come on.
Go ahead, brother.
Starting at verse 9.
What chapter, brother?
Chapter 1.
Okay, let's go.
Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to King Azarias. On the 7th day, when
damn, they want to scrutinize that part. You know what I'm saying? That'll be bizarre right there. But you made a queen for the women. Y'all know at one point, you know what I'm saying, sisters in the UBK, before I even got in here, Jenny Johanna kicked all of them out of school. Boom. Y'all take that. Why? because they ain't trying to start the women's group and the women's this team. Ain't no women's team up in here. Yeah, that's a quick way to get put out of here. Everybody understand? Now, y'all know for a time we was a few years ago, these sisters in this school had a bunch of Facebook groups. Yeah, secret Facebook, the First Wives Club. God, look at it, man. The First Wives Club. Yeah, this that if you were the first wife, you could get in the club. If you the third or second, you ain't out loud in there. You see what I'm saying? And then you wonder why we so hard on our women. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. Because if you don't, they're gonna go way left field. Look at the warrior, man. You working out? Shit, doing something right? Right? I don't know. Come on, let's get it.
Come what comes. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mohammed and Biztha, Harbana, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zitha, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Azarias the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal.
Now he feeling good. The king is he and had him some wine. He want him to go. He wants you to go get his bread. All right, read on.
To show the people and the princes her beauty.
To show what?
The people and the princes her beauty.
What do you call this? What's another? What is the king doing right here? What would you call this right here? What he's doing? Go ahead.
Like, would this be like showing this woman off to his bullet?
You know what I'm saying? It's trophy. You know what I'm saying? Cats, woman get beautified or whatever. You don't want to show your woman off, like cats do as far as they nakedness and stuff like that. But you got you something beautiful, on your shoulders or whatever the case may be. Well, this is what the king is doing. Keep reading.
For she was fair to look on.
She was what?
She was fair to look on.
Keep reading.
But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment.
Say that again.
But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment.
Okay. Now you see the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? He giving her an order to come, and she refuses. She refuses to come. Now, why do you think she refuses to come? Young man?
Like my cousin, I mean, the queen feel like she's on the same level as the king.
Say it again?
It seems like the queen feel like she's on the same level as the king.
Yeah, same level or above. You understand? Like this is what happened when a woman gets proud. You understand? She starts feeling like you should serve her. You her servant. You understand? But when you go in the book of Genesis, what did the Lord say that Eve's supposed to be the Adam? Go ahead.
Like the help me out.
Yeah, let's get it. Good. Hold this right here. Let's go to that real fast. I don't want to spend too long because I want to get to the Passover breakdown. You understand? But let's pull that real fast. You understand? But the understanding of the Bible is what we so desperately need. Come on. You got to read it, brother.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16.
Go ahead.
You got it? Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
And I will do what?
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Well, we know that's true. You know what I'm saying? Because when women have children, they go through pain having that child. Read on.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
And what?
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
What is the whole point of the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Making a woman bring through having pain, you know what I'm saying, when she bringing forth children. What's the whole point of that? A warrior?
To humble her.
Yeah, to humble a woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman supposed to know, you know what I'm saying, that she has a particular place in a society, especially in the Israelite society. And her place ain't above no man. Her place ain't equal to no man. Her place is under that man. And that's nothing wrong in that. We got rank order in here, don't we? Some brothers is over brothers, some brothers is under brothers, and guess what? That's a well-oiled machine in here. I ain't sitting there offended because I got men, you know what I'm saying, ranked over me saying, man, why he got to be over me? Why I'm taking orders from him? Right. You see what I'm saying? This is how life go. This is how you keep a society together. And for damn sure, one of the basic things we got to learn as a people is how to keep a family together. That's right. Now you can see that, look at the whole situation with Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. She's running the house. She's the queen. He up under there. And because of that, this brother is destroyed. Not only is he destroyed, his children, look at his children, man. I don't even know what to call it. They bisexual, trisexual. I think you got to come up with a name for them, huh? You understand? Like, they are ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? This all comes from them not having the structure. No matter how much money you got, but because they ain't got the knowledge of the truth on how to have a home and how a home should be ran, this is the end result of that. That's why people say, man, why don't y'all? Like me and the brother was talking earlier. People say, man, that's their business. You know, why y'all concerned with the celebrities? Because at the end of the day, these celebrities is who been made to be leaders for our people. People looking at this situation, people look at celebrities on and say, well, is this how we supposed to live our life? You understand? That's why we have to address it. They can do what the hell they want to do, but we have a right to speak about it. Because why? This ain't just happening with Jada and Will. This is what's happening all over with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Some bitch sitting up over a man, talking crazy every day, ruling over this brother, and because of it, the house is totally out of order. Everybody understand? Let's go.
And that desire shall be to thy husband.
And the what?
And that desire shall be to thy husband.
Yeah, the Lord did that because this woman here disobeyed Adam and wanted to put herself in a position of authority. You understand? She sat there and basically was establishing an agreement, you know what I'm saying, with the serpent being the so-called white man. And because of it, Adam and this woman got kicked out of the garden being what you would call today Jerusalem, the land of Israel. You understand? This is what happened when you obey your woman and get up under the foot of your woman. You got to check your woman out. I hate to tell you, them kids got to get checked, and that woman got to get checked too. And if she's a good woman, she's gonna take that checking and keep on ticking. You understand? But if she is a proud, I hate to say it, if she's a proud bitch, you're gonna have an issue in that house. Everybody understand? All right. So read that part again, come on.
And that desire shall be to thy husband.
That what?
And that desire shall be to thy husband.
This is what you teach your daughters. You got to teach them. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, your responsibility is your husband. You understand? And thy desire shall be to thy husband. What does that part mean? Who can break that down? Thy desire shall be to thy husband. Wrong?
She shouldn't have asked for no one but her husband.
That's true, but that ain't bringing it home. A warrior.
Our whole goal is to make sure her husband succeed. It's like her goal is to what he wanted, what he trying to accomplish is for you to help him get there.
Yeah, just let's simplify. A woman's life is about pleasing her husband. That's what the desire is. A desire is, you know what I'm saying, something that you want. So this woman, her whole life is supposed to be about pleasing this man. What he like, how he want his home looking, how he want his food cooked. You understand? How he want his bed made. That's what her life's supposed to be about. And from that, she's supposed to get happiness. And when a woman is in the right spirit, she's going to love to serve you because this the most high. This how the Lord made her to be. That's like you once again. I always make it equated to a car. Ford made cars. They cars to run a certain way. They made the manual, and you got supposed to follow that manual. Our women supposed to be a certain way. Everybody understand? When that woman doesn't be what the Lord wanted to be, that woman destroys that house. You look at once that house is destroyed. If you got 4 or 5 destroyed houses in the same neighborhood, what happens to the neighborhood? You understand? When you put the man out of the house, which people talk about a conspiracy. The biggest conspiracy amongst the black community is the white man wants the black man out of the house. He done it through his laws and different things that he didn't put out in the earth, and he didn't remove you out of the home. As in, once you remove a man out of home, what do you take out of the home? Young man,
like a father figure.
I'm looking for one word. Wrong.
Protection.
That too, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Kawan. Order. You understand? But here's what I'm looking for. Wrong.
Leadership.
That too. Discipline. Discipline. That's what you take out of that. All what y'all said is correct. A woman is not a disciplinarian. Did you see that? Why you think, you know what I'm saying, little Anthony, he grew up and shoot up the neighborhood? I ain't talking about you, boy. I know you're a slave now. You bad. I know you.
Yeah, well, I think you only one that know that.
I can look at the warrior and tell he had a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it was bad. You know, everybody get my point. Now, you a young boy, you growing up, you looking at your mother and them breasts and that big behind, and you saying, man, ain't too much more this woman gonna be able to do with me after a while. You the man of the damn house. You ever heard that? A 9-year-old boy being called the man of the house because he is a warrior.
So like I said, they got this little thing on TikTok with this little 9-year-old boy, 10-year-old boy go checking his mother.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Man, come on, man. I done seen a 5-year-old. I'm riding in the car. I done seen a 5-year-old smack his mom right in the back of the head. Bloop. And she ain't do nothing about it. I said, oh no. This program here. I'm looking, I'm saying, oh, okay, I see where I got a Taz on my hand right here. I'm the man of this house here. Everybody understand? So, you know, this is what we at with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the one in Esther. Let's get it. All right.
Verse 12. But Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
And if you read the book of Esther, you know what I'm saying, you know, we'll speed you along because this broad got so proud, or whatever the case may be. He eventually got rid of her. You understand? Wouldn't got him, but you know, even though this is a heathen, wouldn't got one of our sisters, he got rid of this broad and went and did what? Got him another one. You understand? Even though he a heathen, get a heathen in the hand. Goddamn. that kind of how it works. You know what I'm saying? You get a woman that don't obey you and listen to what you say, then you know what I'm saying, you go get you another one that will. That makes sense, don't it? 2 + 2 is 4, ain't it? So, any more? Let's get to the meat.
Okay, all right. Verse 6. If we drop down to verse 16.
Go ahead, read that, brother.
And Mecumen answered the king and the princes, Vashti has not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes.
Oh my God, y'all get Yaradan the hand now. Damn, Yaradan, you studying like that, man? You did all the boxes 1,400. You got time to study? I'm just saying. Go ahead, brother.
But also to the princes and all the people that are in the province of the king at Isupk.
Man, now why are you bringing this up?
Because how Jada is controlling this whole situation, you know what I'm saying? It's showing all our Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women how to treat their husbands, or how they can rule over their men.
Get Yara down the hand. And listen, that's once what we were just talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you allow Jada, you know, that whole Jada situation to happen with Will, and you don't address it, then that's just a demon that's just gonna grow. Everybody understand? So I guess we done with that. All right. Where you at, Karyash, with your question, brother? Can I get a little water up here? Obviously ain't no strength in here, so I guess I'm gonna just get me a buzz off some water tonight. Yeah, Karakai, I will give me a buzz off H2O. No, it's all good. Come on with the question, Kaya.
So we know how the Passover is mandatory.
Damn right.
For every Israelite.
The water, brother.
Now, if someone cannot make the Passover, of course, you know, there's those 40 days that they can make it up and everything.
Right.
If someone does not do that, they exile from the nation, or are they just
what does the scripture say?
I do not recall.
Yeah, if you don't keep the Passover, you understand, you would get exiled for not keeping the Passover. You understand? If you couldn't make it and you was afar off, you know what I'm saying, and you had to do like the 40 days and you didn't do it, then you get exiled from the nation for not keeping the Passover is part of the law. You understand? So and that's it. All right, let's speaking of the Passover, I hope everybody, you know what I'm saying, got a chance to read it, you know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying, the Passover is next week, you know what I mean? So we definitely want to be in the spirit, and you don't want to go down celebrating something and don't even know what the hell you celebrate. You know what I'm saying? You sit in the damn Passover, you know what I'm saying, and thinking the Passover is just about eating lamb and drinking wine. You know what I'm saying? When you got to get into the science of what the Passover is all about. All right? Everybody understand? No sweat. Let's go. Let's go to Exodus, the first chapter. All right? We're gonna kind of skip through this or whatever. Let's go. Start at 1:1. Exodus chapter 1, verse 1. Go ahead, young man.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 10, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart, and his heart.
Well, you at Exodus 1, verse 1?
No, he said 1 verse 1.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's the book of Exodus chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are the names of the children of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
which came unto Egypt.
Go ahead.
Every man in his household
Mm-hmm.
came over with Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
Reuben.
Oh, you ain't gotta read that part. Skip down to verse 5.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And all the souls that came out of the lions of Jacob.
Out of the what?
Lions of Jacob.
Loins.
Mm-hmm. Loins of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Were 70 souls.
Go ahead.
For Joseph was in Egypt already.
For what?
For Joseph was in Egypt already.
So just kind of speed you along. Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Who was Joseph? Who was Joseph, Aki? Lacombe?
It's like, so that was the second youngest brother of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't want you to say all that. You know, about the second youngest, you know, that's something in black people, man. This boy here is the fourth oldest. That's little Will's son. I just wanted you to say that this is one of Jacob. Now you good. I'm messing with you. This is one of Jacob's sons. Okay. Now, what is the story on how did Joseph end up in Egypt? You know what I'm saying, before his brethren? Aram? Right. You know what I'm saying. His brothers had some jealousy for him. He was the favorite. You know what I'm saying, amongst his brethren, and he was eventually, you know what I'm saying, sold into Egypt. Everybody follow me? Now you want to read, this is something that you should read. This story here is this is something that you should read, you know what I mean, to your children. You know what I'm saying? You should read this to your family around this time so that everybody can get in the spirit of what's going on and not just think that, you know, we sitting eating lamb and drinking wine for nothing. It's a purpose behind the Passover. Everybody understand? It's remembering what was done in the past. Okay. So this cat here was sold. He was sold into slavery by his brothers, which his brothers eventually repented on. And so now the story is speeding you up until what happened around the time, you know what I'm saying, before we Exodus up out of there. All right. Read verse 6 again.
Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Joseph died.
And what?
And Joseph died.
And Joseph had rose up to power. He had rose up. I think he was second in command, you know what I'm saying, in Egypt, right behind Pharaoh. All right. He had rose up to power. But the scripture is now bringing you up and letting you know that he what? Read it again.
And Joseph died.
Uh-huh.
And all of his brothers.
Uh-huh.
And all that generation.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful.
And the children of Israel were what?
And the children of Israel were fruitful.
You understand? What does that mean? The children of Israel were fruitful. What does that mean? Young man.
A lot of children.
Yeah, babies. You understand? They had babies. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's one thing we know how to do. Even though we having abortions like crazy, we know how to have some children. Read on.
And increased abundantly and multiplied.
Uh-huh.
And waxed exceedingly mighty.
Uh-huh.
And the land was filled with them.
And the land was what?
And the land was filled with them.
Is Chicago filled with blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians and Puerto Ricans? Is New York filled with the black Hispanics? Like America is filled with us. Everybody understand? Read on.
Verse 8. Now they arose up a new king over Egypt.
There arose what?
A new king over Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Which knew not Joseph.
Which what?
Which knew not Joseph.
Now this part right here was put in here for a reason. What does that part mean? That knew not Joseph. Why did the Lord wanted this particular thing known? When it said, and the man rose up and knew not Joseph. Go ahead.
So like that, it was a heathen king.
Right? But why does it say, and read that part again?
Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Which what?
Which knew not Joseph.
Joseph was a popular man before he died. Everybody understand? But now we're saying this king rose up and he knew not Joseph. Why is this being mentioned? Lacombe?
So like sir, it's saying he didn't care about the agreement that was made between Joseph and the previous Pharaoh. That Joseph did.
Yeah, like meaning that he ain't, not to say that we got treated well or whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm saying? This cat right here, he ain't referencing this cat. He know that these people right here is associated with this man. You understand? And because of that, he's saying, man, it's like a person saying, man, I don't care who they are. I don't give a damn about this. Is Joseph Piso? He ain't caring about none of that. Everybody understand? Which is heavy because you know what I'm saying? Like this shows you that, sometimes, you may get a little mercy, you know what I'm saying, because of somebody's fame. You know how somebody you live on the block and you get treated well because your cousin is the big man on the block. Well, he don't care about none of that. Everybody understand? Read on. Kawan.
Just like how white people looked at Barack Obama when he got in office.
Right.
About how he was a man that was not only on race, and they couldn't be able to even nowhere compared to see him being in a position over America.
Wait, say that again, Sloppy.
I said, could that be like how white people look at Barack Obama when he first got in office, the first African president, to where they looking at him and they don't even know this man, nor can they even relate towards as far as who he is. Okay, but how would you relate that to this? I don't get it. How you trying to relate it to Joseph? Well, for a king that didn't know Joseph, as far as white people not knowing in Africa, as far as being someone who would be in rulership over America. I ain't getting anybody else picking up what he's saying. I ain't getting what you're saying, Kawan. So lock it out. Try to explain it again. Well, as far as the scripture is saying that this king didn't know Joseph. Right. The king didn't know Joseph, which means he didn't regard Joseph or Joseph's people. So right. So could we use the analogy worldly as far as how Barack Obama when he got in office, how white people didn't necessarily could see him as far as him having rulership over America. No, I don't see the correlation at all. Go ahead,
So could you kind of use like the old boy from North Korea, like the way he look at America? Like America is this big country, but he like I don't care about them. I got my own shit going on over here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't use that for this though. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the whole point of this being in the Bible was to show. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of showing why we started to get heavily oppressed in ancient Egypt. You understand? Like Barack Obama being in office ain't have nothing to do with the treatment how we receive in America. You get my point? Like we getting treated like that regardless. So what you know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
So I got one. So when it comes down to it, could it be described like just like the things that, like, if you look at the history of what Black people did for America, you know what I'm saying? Like we fought in their wars, all the things that we did to preserve the land, like Joseph. What Joseph did was preserve the land.
Mm-hmm,
You know what
mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he not
Yeah.
representing.
Now that you could use, you know what I'm saying? You could use the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that they of course we did great accomplishments here that they ain't pay respect to. You see what I'm saying? But the difference between Egypt and America is we both were slaves in both places, right? But they ain't start off as slaves in ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Where here we started off in hard bondage. You know what I'm saying? They hard bondage started the minute this cat ain't referenced Joseph no more, which is that's what it's bringing out. That's why we here once again. We're gonna jump all over in the story, but I'm starting here for a particular reason. Everybody understand? Let's read that again.
Mm-hmm. Now there arose of a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Which what?
Which knew not Joseph.
Read on.
Verse 9. And he said unto his people.
And he said unto his who?
He said unto his people.
Read.
Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
Are more on what?
More and mightier.
Now you could equate that to a president who was just in office where he came out and said, what? Let's make America great again. You know what I'm saying? Which is another word for let's oppress these people more than what we are oppressing them. You understand? Read on.
Verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Let us what?
Let us deal wisely with them.
What does that part mean? Let us deal wisely with them. Young man?
So like if I could, so basically like dealing wisely was like let us be real slick. How are we gonna oppress these people? Yeah,
that's what oppression is. Oppression is a systematic way to hold down a people. You understand? Dealing wisely, you know what I'm saying, means let's come up with a welfare law that says a woman can receive money and receive a home, but she got to put the man out of the house. You understand? Dealing wisely with the people was saying what? Man, listen, we abortion. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to kill your baby. See what I'm saying? But now you got to remember that what makes a woman want to kill her baby? Because it's naturally not in it. Go ahead.
Basically, just this for one, an idea of a career and just basically not being able to support a child.
And what makes her not be able to support a child? Go ahead. And why is this woman in poverty? Go ahead.
Because her man is stripped of.
All that's true, but there's just one word I want you to stick to. Go ahead.
So-called white man.
You right, but it ain't. Go ahead. You just said it.
Oppression.
Oppression. That's why the Lord put in here, oppression maketh a wise man mad. You understand? Oppression, which comes as a root word from what? I'm pressing you what? Down. You understand? Like this man is standing over the top of us and here in this country for 400 years have been holding us down. Don't seem like it because you don't see it. You don't see a hand on top of a black man's head. You know, people be looking for things literal. Oh, ain't nobody holding you down. You see what I'm saying? But this man got policy and laws that's meant to oppress you. Everybody understand? Let's go. Keep reading.
Least they multiply.
Lest they what?
Least they multiply. And it come to pass that when they fallen out any war, they join also unto our enemies.
And let's say what?
They unto our they join also unto our enemies.
Why would the people want to join Egypt's enemies? Why would the children of Israel want to join Egypt's enemies anyway? Young man?
To join the enemies to bring down their oppression.
Yeah, because they being oppressed, they being mistreated, you know what I'm saying, in the land. You understand? Read on.
Come and fight against us. And so get them up out of the land.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
They did set taskmasters with what?
To afflict them with their burdens. And they
break that part down right there. Go ahead. Read it one more time.
Verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burden.
What does that part mean? How could you equate that to right now? Lacombe?
It's like I said, slaves, jobs, bosses.
Yeah.
They'll tell you to do something that's impossible.
Yeah.
Not really telling you how to do it, and then leave early. And
Yeah.
expect you to have it done by the next day.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? To afflict a person with a burden, you mean it's like you over. This ain't just a regular job you working. You're there overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to make it in America, the average Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian person, how many jobs do they have to work just to even be able to survive? Young man.
2 and 3.
Right. And so if you working 2 or 3 jobs, what is it that you can't do? You ever done?
Rule over your household.
Yeah, you can't raise your family. You know what I'm saying? If you working 2 jobs, you barely get to see your children. You barely get to see your wife. That's what was going on in Egypt. Same thing that went on in ancient Egypt is going on in America right now. Everybody understand? Now, this is very important to understand because it's imano. You know what I'm saying? Ancient Egypt, America, you know what I'm saying? Basically the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for us to know that because we about to get ready to come up out of America. You understand? So that's important for us to know that. Just like we came out of ancient Egypt, we finna get ready to come out of America, which is why the Lord said he was going to bring us into Egypt again. Everybody understand? Let's go.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
And they did what?
They built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
Pathum.
Pathum, Salaki.
Pathum. Python.
Python, Salaki. And Ramses.
What does that part mean? They built for Pharaoh treasure cities. Young man.
Like I could. Just some of our situations building up New York in this time.
You understand? We just like, once again, we living what our forefathers lived in ancient Egypt all over again now. Everybody understand? Treasure city, what will be a treasure city now today? Like the brother said, New York. Give me another treasure city. Go ahead. Chicago. Give me another. LA. Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Who you think built up these cities? We did. You understand? Read on.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
What does that part mean? Go ahead.
Just the more affliction, the more they get oppressed, and the more they multiply.
Well, why are they multiplying from being afflicted? Now we got to figure this part out. This the part, you know what I'm saying? We got to figure out these people was getting oppressed day and night and days, and because of that, they growing more and more. So why is this happening? Y'all are done.
Saying us meat.
Get a brother in head. You understand? See, we gonna get into the whole scientific thing in his head. When you get oppressed, they make you want to do some, you know what I mean? So it make you want to make love a lot more. Everybody understand? Take away the goddamn stress. I'm just reading what's in the Bible. Read it again.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
Everybody understand that, right? Read on.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
They were what?
They were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Right. They looking like, man, could you imagine, you know what I'm saying? You look at it. We was like roaches at that time. You know, that's how they felt about us. That's what happens when the people look at you like a roach. You can imagine being in the house and you had roaches falling from the wall and all these, like, damn, these motherfuckers everywhere. Everybody understand? Now, here's the only problem. We still, you know what I'm saying, our women we still making babies like that. But the fact is that we're killing, how many we killing a year? Go ahead.
Like 350.
Yeah, 300 to 400,000 abortions every year. You know, you wonder what, now a big family is considered how many children in today's time? What's a big family? Go ahead.
About 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah, you know, if you got more than 5 kids, people be like, damn, how many kids you got, bro? You got like, man, I got 6 kids, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, y'all done.
One of my boy, I guess my great auntie, she had 18 kids.
See what I'm saying? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Auntie was, I ain't was doing that thing. Yeah. Everybody get the point. But that one just, Auntie back then, and what, 60 years ago in the 50s, the average black family, was 15 kids. 7 boys, 8 girls. This was the norm. You get my point?
Okay.
But what happened? America started to deal wisely with us. You understand? Camp started putting abortion clinics in the community, created a condition of poverty, and somebody that's suffering poverty, first thing gonna pop in their head when they get pregnant is, I can't take care of this child. You see what I'm saying? Here's an abortion clinic right up the street. You know what I'm saying? It costs a few dollars, and this is where I'm gonna go. Now here you are, you know what I'm saying, destroying your nation, you know what I'm saying, behind this nonsense. Not only destroying your nation, you paying the white man to destroy. Yeah, you realize abortions ain't free, right? So you're paying your oppressor to wipe you out. Who does that? And then you say, ain't the white man ain't doing nothing to black people. Karam?
How much money they make a year in abortions?
Ooh, somebody look it up. Look it up on Google. How much money does America make off abortion? How much you think? How much what is that? How much is it abortion nowadays?
I would say around $400-500, I believe.
Is that how much it is for one abortion? $400-500?
I'm mistaken. Some clinics are free.
So I'm doing for free. That means they got a check by the government. You know what I'm saying? Now once the free money been used up, now you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. All right, let's read on.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
So not only did they build, you know what I'm saying, the pyramids. Read that part again.
Verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
All manner of service what?
All manner of service in the field.
What does that part mean? All manner of service in the field. Go ahead.
It's like growing corn, plowing the land.
Yeah, there you go. Crops. You understand? Read on.
All their services were within made them as it's like all their services wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
Read on.
15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrews midwives.
Now we get into it. You know what I'm saying? The first thing we want to do is we want to show, you know what I'm saying, before we get to the actual Passover, we want to show why the Lord, you know what I'm saying, dealt with the Egyptians the way that he did. It ain't like he just killed all the firstborn in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, because he just felt like doing that, and that was the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? He's showing you the reason why he killed the firstborn in Egypt. This is what we're going over right now. All right, read on.
Of which the name of the one was Shipra. And the name of the other was
Poor.
Right.
Ain't no sweat, brother. You all right?
Like verse 16. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stool, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
If it be a son, you what?
If it be a son, and ye shall kill him. But if ye be a daughter, then she shall live.
Then she shall what?
Then she shall live.
Why is he doing that? Who knows? Lacombe?
To cut off the nation.
Right. This man was trying to, you know what I'm saying, cut you off as a people. Why? Keep the women, kill all the men, child. You understand? Like he now the white man, he dealing a little bit more drastic with you. The white man, he don't give a damn if the baby is a man or a boy or a girl. Kill it. Yeah, everybody understand? Lacombe, I want you to pick up where the brother left off. Go ahead, y'all down.
Do this also speak to like how vicious the heathens is? Like you could be building them a glorious palace.
Well, we just read that we built them treasure city. Now, does this sound familiar? Right. We did, but basically, what you just read in this chapter a few lines ago is we built, you know what I'm saying, built them treasure cities. Of course, you know, we also fought in the Egyptian military as well. So this, yeah, you're right. This is what the heathens do. We make their country great, and then they still shit on. You see what I'm saying? But yet we're drunken with the doctrine of Christianity, where we got to love the people that hate it. Who does that, man? You understand? That's like to say to us that we should love the people that's oppressing us is like telling a woman who's being held against her will, chained up, getting raped every day. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, coming with a cross saying, listen, I know this cat raping you. I know he beating knocking your eye socket. You got one eye socket missing. You know how the eye socket be missing on the dial your kids got? You understand? One eye socket gone, arms gone, right? And somebody telling you, even though he raping you or whatever, he got you chained up in this bed, I want you still gotta love him. What? Everybody understand? Like that's what we've been told in America when we say to ourselves, or we've been taught that we're supposed to love our enemy or love the people that hate us. All right? Go ahead, look on.
Say if I could. I remember when Dylan Roof shot up that Christian church. Pastor, after he shot up, after the devil shot up the Christian church, the pastor.
Make sure you speak up loud. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. After Dylan Roof shot up the Christian church, the pastor went live and told the world that it was going to be a long road to forgiving, but everybody had to forgive and love the devil for killing the 9 people inside his church. Yeah,
you know that right there shows somebody has psychological damage right there. You understand? When you love, you know what I'm saying, the people that have oppressed you or whatever, something wrong. You know, we've been in this country, man, and listen, we something wrong with us. Even the Bible tell you can't serve 2 masters. You either gonna love one or you're gonna hate the other. Everybody understand? And because we love our oppressor so much, who does that cause us to hate? Young man? Our own people. So you want to know why so much black on black crime, you know what I'm saying, in these cities of America, it's because white supremacy is a problem for us as a people. You can't be telling us to love, you know what I'm saying, the people that's killing us, because naturally we're gonna start to hate one another because we don't look like the people who on top. So therefore you got what? Low self-esteem. You ain't got a job, your woman talking crazy to you, you don't own no land, you're walking around with the white man's last name on your back. You understand? You don't know your history, you don't know what foods, you don't control your neighborhood. I mean, we are under one hell of a predicament now. You understand? To the point where most people couldn't imagine us getting out of this hell. But this is the reason why we going through this story, you know what I'm saying, about the Passover. That's why we're gonna walk right into it, because nobody thought that the Jews would get out of this Egyptian captivity. You see what was going on with them? You understand? What was going on with them is what's going on with us. Nobody could think we coming out of here. You understand? But the Most High is more powerful than what the mind can consume. And that's why this story is so powerful. And that's the reason why we finna get ready to go celebrate the Passover coming next week. That's right. Read on, Lacan.
Verse 17.
Let's get it.
But the midwives feared the Most High.
Oh, give these sisters a hand. You understand? Read that again.
Come. But the midwives feared the Most High.
These were some UPK sisters, I can guarantee. You see what I'm saying? Them same sisters right there that feared the Lord, you know what I'm saying? They in this school right here. Read on.
Come. And did not as the king of Egypt commanded.
Yeah, they disobeyed this cat. They listened to him and said, yeah, I hear you. Then they went to look at you, man. We ain't killing our own babies. Like this is the spirit the sister's supposed to be in. These is women, they just midwives, meaning the children that's born, not even their children. And because they fear the Lord, they still ain't gonna kill these kids. But yet our women nowadays, the very child that's coming out their body, they kill it. You see what I'm saying? Now you a murderer. Listen, you didn't kill the baby, you are a murderer. Now, if you didn't done it in the past and you came in the truth, all sin shall be forgiven. You're gonna be forgiven. Now you should go ahead and bring forth every child once you get pregnant. If you don't want a baby, don't have sex. That's all. That's a simple equation right there. Read.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
But they saved the men children alive.
They saved them boys alive. I read on.
Come. Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them,
Go ahead.
why have ye done these things and have saved the men children alive?
And why have you what?
Why have ye done these things and have saved the men children alive?
Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
They finna throw some game on you now. Read.
Come. For they are lively.
For they are what?
For they are lively
Mm-hmm.
and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
It's saying like they was having the kids before we even like came in.
Yeah, before we can even get to it, because the midwives will have to come to your house. They ain't like now, you know what I'm saying, when you pulling up, you know what I'm saying, to a luxurious hospital. That's what you used to. You know what I'm saying? So when you read this story, you thinking, well, how did they have the baby before the midwife? Back then, the midwife would go to the home, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that the baby is born properly. You know what I'm saying? So the midwives are telling the king of Egypt, listen, they having these babies before we can even get to their crib. They pushing these babies out. The Hebrew women are more lively than what your people are. Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 20.
Go ahead.
Therefore the Most High dealt well with the midwives.
The Lord did what?
Dealt well with the midwives.
Most High Christ. Read on.
And the people multiplied
Mm-hmm.
and waxed very mighty.
Give them something to have. Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass,
Mm-hmm.
because the midwives feared the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
that he made them houses.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river.
And now here we go. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't killing them. You know what I'm saying? The midwives ain't killing them. So now he found another way to get rid of these babies. Don't ever tell me, you know what I'm saying, that your oppressor ain't focused on destroying. That's the reason why this story is in the Bible. Because this cat here, you know what I'm saying, was focused on destroying the children of Israel. Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And every daughter ye shall save alive.
And every what?
Every daughter ye shall save alive.
This is what's going on in America right now. You see what I'm saying? A ton of our men are destroyed. What does the Bible say about binding the strong man? You understand? If you want to destroy a strong man, what must you do? Bind it. You see what I'm saying? That's why they focus on the man. The man is the number one target when you're trying to destroy a nation of people. We reading it right now. This is the reason why your woman get accepted into college and you don't. You don't get accepted. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you got to do what once you don't get accepted? Either go work at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, or go sell crack. Yeah, everybody understand? That's what it was like in the 90s. Either you fill out your application to go to school, you know, you got the same grades as this sister. Show you how they pit us as against each other as people. And how ironic it is more black women go to college than black men. That's the white man's system that he's running. Because it happened to me. I got the same grades, you know what I'm saying, as this sister here. I'm like, how the hell she get accepted and I ain't get accepted? Why? Because it's a conspiracy going on right before your very eyes. Everybody understand? So now, once you don't get accepted in the school, what are you left to do? Go work at McDonald's. How many black men was going to work at McDonald's back then in the 90s? How many? Huh? Go ahead.
It's lucky if they wasn't selling drugs on that. That's where they was at.
No, at all. You missing my point. How many men gonna go work at McDonald's? Huh?
It's like you talking about now.
Yeah, I'm saying back then. In the 90s. Go ahead.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. He said, oh, they gonna go, dog. Ain't no niggas. Why you think it's 2 million in prison? 2 million men in prison because they wasn't going to work at McDonald's. You understand? They was putting their life on the line, getting on the highway with 10 bricks of cocaine and saying to hell with McDonald's. Everybody understand? And then they end up in somebody's federal prison. This is the system that the white man is running on you. You just too stupid to know. You understand? We too stupid to know what's being done to us as a people, because the cat who's leading your community is a disgusting bastard. Your preacher that's sitting, that big church that's in the neighborhood is in utter poverty, but yet on the corner sits a big, fine, pretty church. And you looking at that place like this is so prestigious, this is the house of God, and the man sitting in there is a man of God. Meanwhile, he's a disgusting bastard. Right. You understand? And he teaching, he trying, you looking to him to teach you about God. All he gonna tell you is, nigga, go pick yourself up out of bootstrap and go get a job. Your problem is you ain't got no job. Everybody understand? You ever done?
So like that one with the scripture as well. Would this scripture be saying like, like the heathens will try to deal with us, like, what I'm saying, like behind closed doors and a sneaky way first, but then if that don't work, they'll get blatant and bold and just do it in our face. Then now we just gonna kill.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. They get behind closed doors to make a plan on how to destroy you. Then they do it right in front of your face. See, that's what I'm bringing out now. They do it right, and you can see what they're doing. You just don't understand it because your leaders are telling you, it's your fault. It's your fault that you in this condition. You see what I'm saying? When it's not your fault, right? You've been put in this predicament right here by the people that's ruling over you. You understand? And the thing about it is, I'm coming to you, Lacombe, the Most High is smarter than man. The Lord destroyed Egypt and brought judgment on Egypt because they was oppressing the children of Israel. You understand? The Lord is smarter than you. You might be the average black person, you might be too stupid to know that you're getting oppressed. But God ain't stupid, The angels, they ain't stupid. They know, they looking down from heaven and they can see what's going on down here. You understand? They know that you're being oppressed day and night and day. And because of it, God is going to bring judgment on America. You should thank the Most High that you in this truth, because when this third war getting full effect and this famine and these diseases and all these things take place, remember what Christ said. These last days going to be worse than it ever was before on the face of the earth. And if you ain't got the protection of the Most High, meaning you ain't got men of God leading you through this maze, then you're going to be in trouble. Everybody understand? Where we at?
The book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 1. And there went a man from the house of Levi and took to his wife of the daughters of Levi. Verse 2. And the woman conceived.
Skip me down to the point, the part where they was fighting.
Come.
All right.
The book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto.
Let's read. Matter of fact, let's read real fast too, because you got to understand the thing about Moses right quick. Let's go read that.
Come. So you want to go back to verse 2?
Yeah.
Come.
2 and 1.
Come. Verse 1. And there went a man out of the house of Levi.
Out of the what?
Out of the house of Levi. And took to wife a daughter of Levi.
Right.
And the woman conceived and bore a son. And when she saw him, that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
Read on.
Come. Verse 3. And when she could no longer hide him.
When she what?
When she could no longer hide him.
That's one hell of a oppression, ain't it? Because you imagine that. Why would she be trying to hide a baby, small baby? Why would she be trying to hide a warrior?
Because the Pharaoh had gave a decree that if any child is born, throw him in the river.
You see that? It was illegal, because that's some heavy oppression. It was illegal for a woman to walk around with a boy child. Like, that don't even, you looking like, man, that don't even seem right. Well, it's the same way today when they see you with a whole bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? The white man is looking, it'd be a police sitting in the car looking like, what is this nigga doing with 11 kids, 10 kids? You understand? Obviously, our abortion ain't work on this cat head. You understand? Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
So like when she no longer could hide him,
Mm-hmm.
she took him for an ark of bushel and daubed it with slime and with pitch,
Mm-hmm.
and put the child therein.
Mm-hmm.
And she laid it in the flags by the river banks.
Right, so she laid Moses by the river. Read on.
Come, so verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And his sister stood afar off,
Mm-hmm.
to wit what would be done to him.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her handmaids, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it.
Right.
Verse 6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child,
Mm-hmm.
and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, "This is one of the Hebrew children."
Mm-hmm. Read out verse 8.
Verse 8. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And the maid went out and called the child's mother.
Read on.
And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, "Take this child and nurse it for me."
And what?
And nurse it for me.
So basically, you know what I'm saying, Moses was taken in by Pharaoh's daughter, right? But Pharaoh's daughter, you know what I'm saying, had Moses' real mother raise him. Okay, read on.
Come.
Read verse 11. Skip down to 11.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown,
Mm-hmm.
that he went out unto his brothers.
Now here we go. You know what I'm saying? Moses grew up in the house of Pharaoh, which means he grew up a very rich child, grew up prestigious amongst the Egyptians. But here's what he to show that he was raised well. Read verse 11 again.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass in those days
Mm-hmm.
when Moses was grown.
Grown man. Read.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
That he looked out. That he went out unto his brethren.
He went out to his who?
To his brethren.
Read.
And looked on their burdens.
Uh-huh.
And he spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
One of his brethren.
So what did Moses do here? What's the spirit behind what Moses? What type of man was Moses? Karam? Brotherhood. You understand? He went out and looked on the affliction of his people. You know what I'm saying? Which goes to show you that this is what a man that's in power authority should do. You understand? Our so-called people who in power authority, they don't do what Moses did. But is Michael Jordan looking out on the afflictions of his people? Hell no. He don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to look out and see what's going on with your people. Not talking about I'm trying to move out of the ghetto, you know what I'm saying, and move away from our situation. This cat went and looked on the affliction of his people. You understand? Which is why the Lord raised his brother up in the authority and power. Read.
Come. Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked this way
Mm-hmm.
and that way.
Mm-hmm.
And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian.
He did what?
He slew the Egyptian.
Uh-huh.
And hid him in the sand.
And you imagine that? He killed this cat and then took it and buried him in the sand. This brother was hardcore. Read on.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And when he went out the second day,
Mm-hmm.
behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
2 men of what?
2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
Chris Rock and Will Smith. Read.
Come. 2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto him that did the wrong,
Mm-hmm.
why, therefore smitest.
Read it again, brother.
Come. And he said unto him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Wherefore what?
Wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Everybody understand? Read on.
Come. And he said, who madest thee a prince and a judge over us?
Who does that sound familiar? Well, give me more. Why does that sound familiar? What is that? What is that? What is how would you equate that to today? What?
It's like saying like, okay, who is you to judge anybody?
Right.
You can't tell me what to do.
That ain't how black people say it, man. What they say when you tell them when you tell black people, you know what I'm saying, right or wrong as it pertains to the Lord, what do they tell you? Oh, you ever done?
You think you perfect? You know what I'm saying? You saying just like everybody else.
Yeah, you're right, but
Only God can judge.
only God don't judge me. You know, y'all ain't never heard that before. God damn, y'all over here, the damn ball right here. All right, the hands is right here. Y'all over, you know what I'm saying? Don't judge me. You ever heard that before? This is something you used to say when you was in the world. You see, which means, AKA, don't tell me what I'm doing wrong. Everybody understand? Read it again. Mm-hmm.
And he said,
we gonna skip. We just reading this part, but we about to skip way up. Am I right? Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
And he said, who madest thou? So like, who madest thee a prince and a judge over us?
Hey, who made us? Who? Don't judge me. Read.
Come. Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
And surely what?
Surely this thing is known.
Read on.
So come. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses.
Mm-hmm.
But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian.
All right, now it's going into something else. Take me to the part where by the burning bush.
Come.
All right. You got it.
Next chapter, verse 2.
Go ahead, read that.
Come. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him.
Read verse 1.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. Verse 2, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush.
Out of what?
Out of the midst of a bush.
Go ahead.
And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed.
Meaning, what does that mean, young man?
Oh, right. So the bush was on fire, but it wasn't burnt. It was still had its form.
Yeah, the branches. Normally, if you set a bush to fire, the branches gonna burn, the leaves gonna burn. Well, this particular bush right here, it was on fire, but wasn't none of that happened. So already, that would throw your mind completely off. Read on.
Come, verse 3. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Verse 4. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here I am, here am I.
Now, who is this talking right here? Or what?
That's the angel of the Lord. That's the Most High talking through the angel of the Lord.
Yeah, so give a warrior a hand. You understand? Now, why is this important to understand, warrior?
Because everybody think that the actual Lord came down on earth and was actually talking to Moses.
Right. The earth is the Lord's footstool. The Most High don't need to come down and talk directly to you. Who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? So this kills the notion of black people talking about they got a personal relationship with God. Anytime somebody tell you that, they mean they ain't finna do nothing what this Bible say to do. That personal relationship is really a demon in their head that they obeying. If your woman tell you, I got a personal relationship with God, you be ready for a woman that's going to disobey you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Cause she looking at you like, well, shit, I'm bypassing you. The Most High is my husband. I don't even understand how a married woman says that. You understand, Kawan?
So back when I was in church, they were saying You gotta have an intimate relationship with God.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Now you're gonna get God some of that foul tail. You know what I'm saying? 25 cats and hit that. Now you're gonna turn over, you're gonna roll over and get God some of that tail like he wants some. Reading on, let's go. Oh yeah,
Come, verse 5. And he said, draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet.
Read verse 6.
Verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the most high of thy father, the most high of Abraham, the most high of
read what's in front of you.
I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.
Go ahead.
And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God.
Why was he afraid to look? Young man.
Like, so you was seeing stuff you never heard, hearing things you never
Yeah,
heard.
you see a bush that's on fire and it ain't burning. You know, you hear a voice come out of a bush. You know what I'm saying? You some fear getting to you as well. All right, read on.
Come. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people.
This is the key part right here. You understand? This is the now we get into the meat of the story. Read that part again.
Come. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt.
Which are what?
Which are in Egypt.
Read on.
And have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrow.
For what?
For I know their sorrow.
Everybody understand that. Yeah. Read on.
Verse 8. And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
I am what?
I am come down to deliver them out of the hands of the Egyptians.
How did the Lord come down to deliver, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel out of the hand of the Egyptians? What was the first part of that? Become
sending prophets to speak the destruction of that.
But who? You be more specific. Come on.
He said Moses.
Moses. See what I'm saying? You right. The Lord does speak through his prophets, but the Lord dealt with Moses specifically in the land of Egypt. You understand? That's the beginning of the Most High delivering the people. Was he sending a man to what? Wake the people up, to save the people. You understand? The same way that Commander General Hannah is leading the Isupk. You understand? It's the same thing. Now I'm not compared to Commander General Hannah anymore. I don't want nobody to make a clip out of this and say, he Moses, Commander General Hannah. Remember that? Remember they told me at the camp. You know what I'm saying? Commander General Hannah is Moses. I ain't saying that. All right. But you know what I'm saying? But this is how the Lord worked. The Lord will take a man and start to deal with that man, teach that man what he want that man to know. And this is the beginning of the Most High delivering his people, like the Lord is dealing with the Isupk. Everybody understand? Read on, brother.
Come. And to bring them out of the land unto a good land. It's like unto a good land and a large.
It's like what verse? I lost what verse you was at.
I'll start again, verse 8.
Go ahead.
In the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 8. And I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of the land unto a good land.
Unto a what?
Unto a good land.
Read.
And a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites.
Read verse 9.
Verse 9. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me.
The what?
The cry of the children of Israel is come unto me.
This is the most. If you don't think the Most High see the pain of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, then of course you would never think, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is going to save us. We in pain. You know what I'm saying? You the first fired, last hired. Your men is in prison. You know what I'm saying? Your children out of order. We shooting, killing one another. You know what I'm saying? At the tune of 15,000 across the country every year. You understand? The Lord see your affliction and your pain. Now, everybody understand? Read on.
Gonna come. I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them.
Wherewith what?
And I have also seen the oppression wherewith.
Go ahead.
The Egyptians oppressed them.
Let's go. Read on.
Verse 10.
Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
Out of what?
Out of Egypt.
Everybody understand? Go ahead.
Verse 11, and Moses said unto God, who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?
Read on, huh?
Come. Verse 12, and he said, certainly I will be with thee, and thou shalt be a token unto thee, and that I have sent thee.
Okay, skip me to the part of the plagues. Take me to the part where Moses went to go talk to Pharaoh. You understand? And the Lord, they say the Lord hearken Pharaoh's heart. All right. So I just wanted to set the stage of the story. Moses, you know what I'm saying, we established that we were getting oppressed. We established that the Lord chose Moses, you know what I'm saying, to be the man to deliver Israel out of Egypt. All right. Now let's get into the part where the Lord hearkened Pharaoh's heart, and the Lord started to send plagues, you know what I'm saying, on Egypt. This is heavy because it's the same thing the Most High gonna do to America. Tell everybody where you at, Kayash.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
Where you at?
Verse 21, sir. Exodus 4. Verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thou sayest the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. Verse 23. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn.
Skip to verse 28.
Come, verse 28. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded. Verse 29. And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. Verse 38. And Aaron spake all the words which the Lord had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people.
Skip, give me 5 and 1.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, God of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go.
Everybody understand? So this cat here, you know what I'm saying, had a hardened heart against the people. Read on. Skip me to, let's see. Let's see. Skip down to verse 4.
Verse 4. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron? Let the people from their works get you unto your burdens. Verse 5. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens. Verse 6. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and the officers, saying, ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore. Let them go and gather straw for themselves.
Everybody understand? All right, where we at now?
Verse 8. And the tale of the bricks which they did make therefore, ye shall lay upon them, ye shall not diminish out thereof, for they be idle. Therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our God.
Skip me to 6 and 1.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 6, verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
For with a strong hand
Mm-hmm.
shall he let them go,
Mm-hmm.
and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2, and God spake unto Moses, and said unto him, I am the Lord.
All right, skip me to where the curses, where they start cursing the place. Skip me to go to chapter 8, verse 1.
Come on. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 8, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, go unto Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve.
That they what?
That they may serve.
Go ahead.
And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs.
Read on.
Verse 3, and the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly,
Mm-hmm.
which shall go up and come into thine house, and unto thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and into thy kindling troughs. Verse 4, and frogs shall come up both on thee, and upon thy people, and upon all thy servants.
Everybody understand? So
now.
now you see he began to, you know what I'm saying, to start to plague the land, plague the whole place, right? Now skip me to the Passover, where the angel, where you had to put the blood on our doors, you understand, to so the death angel wouldn't come in. All right. I think you should look for blood on the post of the door. You should be able to find it out. You got it?
It's like I said, I want to know you want to look at read verses 11 and 7 first, and then
Go ahead, read that.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
I started at verse 6, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
such as there none like it,
Mm-hmm.
nor shall there be like it any more.
Mm.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Start at let's see. Read verse 11 and 3. Mm-hmm.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 3. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of the Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people.
Read on.
And Moses said, thus saith the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne,
Mm-hmm.
even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill,
Mm-hmm.
and all the firstborn of beasts.
Even the firstborn of the Egyptians' animals was gonna die. All right, read on. Uh-huh.
And there shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it any more.
Mm-hmm.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue,
Mm-hmm.
against man or beast,
Mm-hmm.
that ye may know how the Lord doeth put a difference.
The Lord do what?
Put a difference
Uh-huh.
between the Egyptians and Israel.
Everybody understand that? You understand? Read on.
And all these servants shall come down unto me.
All right, now skip me to where we put the blood. We had to put the blood over the door. You got it? Tell everybody where you at.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 5.
Read.
Your lambs. You can start verse 4, sir. Somebody.
No sweat.
There's the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Verse 6, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
Shall do what?
Kill it in the evening.
Everybody understand? All right, read on.
Verse 7,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts
Mm-hmm.
and on the upper door post of the houses,
Go ahead.
wherein they shall eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8, and they shall eat the flesh in the night, roast with fire,
Mm-hmm.
and unleavened bread.
And what?
With unleavened bread.
Read on.
And with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Everybody understand. So now you understand why we eat the lamb. You know what I'm saying? Why we eat the unleavened bread with bitter herbs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how fire that's going to be every year. You know, y'all going up getting 2 and 3 plates, knowing y'all ain't got no business eating all that damn lamb. And then you pay for it the next morning. Brother, and then you're not going to, we ain't going to get to him. That, you know what happens the next morning, Kawan?
So you know you can't have no leftovers.
Right. Oh, I'm going to take me a plate of leftovers. You know what I'm saying? But this is the whole, I'm bringing this out because this is what the Passover is about. You understand? This is, I tell everybody, make sure you read this story so you can get into the spirit of what this day is all about. All right? Read on.
Gonna come verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water.
All right, skip to me the part where the let's see. Read verse 12.
Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
I will what?
I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
Go ahead.
And will smite all the firstborn
Mm-hmm.
in the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
Both man and beast.
Go ahead.
Against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord.
What does that mean right there? Against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. Kaya?
It's like so being like all the men that are in power in the land of Egypt. They only taught a lesson when the Lord kills their
No, how many gods did Egypt have? You gotta know your history on this one. Lacom?
Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, they had a God for every day of the year.
They had a God for every day of the year. So when the Lord say he gonna come up against read that part again about the gods of Egypt.
Gonna come. And against all the gods of Egypt.
Yo, what's going on? Teacher class, I'm gonna call you right back. And that's what. Go ahead.
Don't come, sir. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment.
I will what?
I will execute judgment.
What does that part mean? Against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. Kaya?
So like you, so he's basically gonna show like how Pharaoh said in the beginning that he don't know the Lord. He's gonna show him that he's the only power in the land. Like there is no other God.
Yeah, get Kaya's in hand. You understand? America got different gods as well. You know what I'm saying? Those gods out of different doctrines, you know what I'm saying, of America. Islam, Christianity, Christmas, Easter, all these different things that people believe that's gonna save them. The Lord gonna come up against when Christ return, the Lord coming up against them gods. You understand? He gonna show that them gods that people believe in really don't exist. It's just in your head. Same way in Egypt. This is what the Lord mean. He coming up against the gods in Egypt because the Egyptians believed in their gods. They believed that their gods were stronger than the Most High. Everybody understand? Around.
It's like when the pandemic came, these Indians, they started bagging truckloads of statues and pulling them into the sea.
Damn right.
Because the Most High was killing them at such a great multitude.
Damn right.
You know,
Get it. Give a Roman hand. You know what I'm saying? That's a great point. They started taking whatever their God was and took them and threw them in the damn ocean because that God wasn't stopping the plague. You understand? And once again, Christianity ain't stopping no plague. If you're a Christian and you believe in white Jesus and you even believe that God loves everybody, then you behind the 8-ball line. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to show you that your God is not real. Everybody understand? All right, let's go.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
I will what?
I will pass over you.
I will what?
I will pass over you.
Why is it saying I will pass over you? Young man.
It's like go pass over me, like not kill them, their children.
What's that again?
By not killing their children.
Right. He's not going to kill the children of Israel. The Lord's going to pass over the children of Israel, but he's going to kill the Egyptian children. That's what the key word in this is, pass over. That's why that's what the Passover is. And just in case people didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Christians believe the Passover is Easter. You understand the Easter pass yet?
So this is coming Sunday.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They try to say our black people believe, you know what I'm saying, the Passover will have something to do with bunny rabbits laying egg. You sending your little kids on the Easter egg hunt, you know, which we all did it. Don't act like you ain't went on no, you know, you went on the Easter egg hunt with your little pinks. Gotta have the Easter suit. Guess what else you had to have? Penny loafers. Okay. Guess what else happened to you? Your mom sent you out the house with about 4 pounds of Vaseline on your face. Here you come walking into church shining like a damn oil rig in a suit with a tie. Talking about the shoes oversized. You ain't been in the other people in the church look at this, because they know you ain't been in church all year, but you come over Easter Sunday. Okay, this is what you think. This is what you've been thinking the Passover is about your whole life. Meanwhile, the Passover is about the Lord killing one people to save another.
That's right.
You understand? Read on.
Come. I will pass over you.
I will what?
I will pass over you.
Go ahead.
And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
So what?
To destroy you.
Go ahead.
When I smite the land of Egypt.
Now this is key, because the Most High is going to plague, you know what I'm saying, America all over again. You understand? Take me to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Okay? So the same thing that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, did to ancient Egypt, he gonna do right here. Where's the scripture where the Lord said he gonna plague, he gonna hit us with the plagues that he hit us with in Egypt? I'm paraphrasing. A warrior, no. I go to the scripture, man. Huh?
28:61.
28. That's the one. But talking about the plague.
Started at 60. It's 60 and 61.
All right, let me get there with you, bro.
We started at 59.
You just keep going further and further. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 59.
Go ahead.
Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
The Lord gonna do what?
Make thy plagues wonderful.
Read verse 58.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58.
Go ahead.
If thou would not observe to do all the words of this law.
To do what?
All the words of this law.
Some of them.
All the words of this law.
Ain't nobody perfect. The Lord laws is done away with.
All the words of this law.
Read.
That are written in this book. That thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name. The Lord thy God.
The what?
The Lord thy God.
Read on.
Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
Come on, man. How can the plague? How is it that a plague be wonderful? You understand? Y'all break that down for me. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is rapping right now. You gonna talk about a MC? You understand? Once again, black people invented every genre of music there is. Why do you think that is? You understand? Because you the Lord's people. The Lord right here in this verse right here, he just dropped a bar right here. They want to talk about in the battle rap, dropping bars and you know, coming up with hot lines or whatever. The Lord just said he gonna make a plague wonderful. How is a plague wonderful? Young man.
By making it wonderful, meaning that plague will be just for your people.
You right, but give me more. Carl.
It's like the destruction gonna be so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord, like, it's like in the world, you know, when we was in the world and we did some horrific things, it was like art to us.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what this
That's
is
a
saying.
get it, brother. Get it, brother. Thing. Even though it's a horrible thing, like it's like art to the Lord. I couldn't have said it no better. Everybody understand? Like these plagues is horrible, but the Lord said, "I'm gonna make them what? What did He say?
I will make then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
He gonna make them what?
Wonderful.
Read on.
And the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues.
Go ahead.
And of long continuance, and sore sickness.
Go ahead.
And of long continuance.
Read on.
Moreover, He will bring upon thee all these diseases of Egypt.
All of what?
These diseases of Egypt.
Read on.
Which thou was afraid of.
Which what?
Which thou was afraid of.
You was afraid of those plagues in Egypt. You ain't catch them though. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord was with us. Now the Lord is saying, those plagues that our people was afraid of in Egypt, now I'm gonna bring them on you for disobeying me and not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
And they shall cleave unto thee.
They shall what?
Cleave unto thee. Also every sickness and every plague.
Coronavirus.
Which is not written in the book of this law.
AIDS.
Them.
Cancer, diabetes. Read from the top again.
Also every sickness.
What?
Every sickness.
Diabetes.
Every sickness.
Cancer.
Every sickness.
Read.
And every plague.
Every what?
Plague. Which is not written in the book of this law. Them will the Lord bring upon thee.
So the Lord say, not only am I going to bring on you the plagues of ancient Egypt, and you can look at those plagues. Not only am I going to bring them, I'm going to bring plagues that ain't even written yet. Read.
Until thou be destroyed.
Until what?
Until thou be destroyed.
Skip me down to 68.
And the Lord said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now the Lord, this is Moses, you know what I'm saying this right before we go into the land. Now remember the hard bondage, and remember, you know what I'm saying, the things that happened to us in ancient Egypt. He's saying all of these things, you know what I'm saying, to the people, hoping that they would pass these things down. First of all, it started with them, but that they would pass these things down to their children. You see what I'm saying? And their children would pass it down to their children. But obviously, somewhere in all of this right here, what Moses is dropping, our people lost their way. You ever heard somebody say, we done lost our way? Meaning we didn't lost our way in this place. You understand? Because we about to read a plague that happened. But before it happened, it was read to us. You understand? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall bring thee in Egypt with what?
With ships.
Can we get a picture of that on here? Pull up a picture of stacked in the slave ships. You know what I'm saying? Pull up a picture on that right there. Now, once again, you could think the Most High is a joke, you know what I'm saying, until you land on the bottom of that slave ship. You know what I'm saying? And the cat that's laying next to you is another grown man, and he defecating on you, and you defecating on somebody else. You think the Most High is a game, you know what I'm saying, until them plagues come visit you. You better take the Most High serious, because he telling you, you know what I'm saying, all the things that the Lord say that he gonna do, you know what I'm saying, he all the things he say he gonna do, he tell you before they happen. Everybody understand? It's like we telling you about this third world war, or what's about to go down. All right, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt what?
See it no more again.
You have not seen your home. You have not, by the way where he spoke these things, you have not seen your homeland again. You don't even, before this truth, you didn't even have a clue where you was from. You thought you was Africa. A lot of black people, you know what I'm saying, started a Back to Africa movement, went right over there to Liberia, you know what I'm saying, and been in a civil war for 100 years because the Africans is not your people. But how in the hell would you know that? You see what I'm saying? One of the major plagues the Most High hit us with as a people is taking away our identity. So where now we think our people, now think about it now, you believe the people that sold you into slavery is your people, right? Does that make any sense? Then you go over there and you find out that they're not. You know what I'm saying? Big up the Captain Zaria, you understand? Captain Zaria just had that lecture, you know what I'm saying, last week where he destroyed what was the cat name? Zulu, what was his name?
It's like you said,
Malik Shabazz. He ain't bring out not one point on why we should follow Africa. You understand? And got completely destroyed. And like I said, I was watching it. The brother looked like he was searching for he needed some cocaine. He was praying. Y'all see him? Look, he was grabbing the book like this. He was like, now this is why Cap tell. We sitting there, me and the brothers looking at the table like, what's wrong with this cat? He was getting up. He started scratching his back. Even the cat that was there. This is the funniest part of it all. The cat who was trying to look like some black. He was trying to look, I guess he was a Black Panther. He sit there with the shades, right? Trying to look like one of the public animal body. Right, he trying to look like a public animal, right? And he even looking down at you. Look at the tape. He looking down at the cat like this. Man, what the hell is wrong with you, man? I told you I'm gonna get you that crack later on. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Don't we get the picture?
I got it on now.
It ain't coming up.
It was coming real small.
Ain't no sweat. You understand? We done with 68.
Just a little bit more.
Go ahead, read.
Come on. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be what?
Sold unto your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
And what?
And no man shall buy you.
Now, how in the hell, you know what I'm saying, in slavery, here we are had this book, you know what I'm saying, and we live in the words that's on. Could you imagine that? You understand? Could you imagine teaching this to your child, and then one day you teach this to your child one day, and then the next day you own the actual ship. You understand? Like, this is what happened. Think with Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. I can get it. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Read that part again.
But the Lord liveth.
I mean from the top.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the what?
Land of Egypt.
And in this story, what happened with Moses, us being in ancient Egypt, that's going to be a story of the past. It's going to be a new story that's about to take place. Read.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
That brought up the children of Israel from where?
From the land of the north.
What is that talking about, Aki? Karam Gaba? America. What you think you don't think it's named North America, you know what I'm saying, for a reason. You understand? And here the Lord didn't put it in here, the land of the north. Now, once again, nobody could be able to break this down and give the understanding of none of this until the Isupk in 1969. That's right. Here we are breaking down word for word, line for line, unveiling prophecies that have never been understood. You understand? That is very powerful beyond belief. You understand? Damn right. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Come next week about to celebrate something that was stolen from us. Somebody get for me. This people been robbed and spoiled. You understand? Get that for me.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. You got it?
Slock it, brother. Hold on one second.
Come.
Get that somebody hold for me. Exodus 19:8. Okay. I read what you got, Lacombe.
Come, sir.
Tell everybody where you at again.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22.
Let me get that. Read that, bro.
Come, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
This is a people what?
Robbed and spoiled.
Why the Lord saying this is a people that's been robbed? Why is the Lord saying that? Y'all done?
Is he saying that because we've been robbed of our identity and our heritage?
Yeah, get a brother a hand. You understand? That's the worst thing that could ever been done to us, man. We've been robbed of our identity and our heritage. You see what I'm saying? If we wasn't selling it before 1969, what the hell we knew about celebrating the Passover? We ain't even know who in the hell we were as a people. We were lost. Everybody understand? That's why the Lord say this. Read that part again.
Come, sir. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
We've been robbed, Doc. You know what I'm saying? We came with the minute they took our nationality, they robbed us of everything, which means everything important that's everything important to a man. You see what I'm saying? Which is our nationality. Riches ain't important. You can have riches, and you see that with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. They got all the riches in the world. There's tons of black people with, you know what I'm saying, with wealth. But what makes a man really rich is having his identity. You understand? Knowing how to what? Obey God, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Stay focused out here. Everybody understand? Read on.
Come, sir. Mm-hmm. They are all of them snared in holes.
All of them what?
Snared in holes.
Read.
And they are hid in prison houses.
What they wear?
They are hid in prison houses.
Everybody understand? What is the part when it means they are snared in holes? What does that part mean? They are snared in holes. Quran?
They fall for traps.
They what?
They got traps set up and they fall for it.
They all snared in holes. Go ahead.
It's like we stuck in a way of life because we don't know who we are.
Well, if somebody's in the hole, right? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Go ahead.
Like so could it be like sand crabs in the barrel?
No. If somebody's snared in the hole, what can't I don't want to give it to you. This person is go ahead.
If I push you in a deep enough hole, you can't climb yourself out of there.
You can't climb yourself out. None of that. And nobody who in the hell knows you in the hole. You understand? Read it again.
Come, sir. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in what?
In holes.
Nobody even know who the hell you are. That's what it means. The children of Israel, not only have you been robbed, but you snared in the hole. Nobody know you in the hole. You in that hole. Imagine the hole. You underground with the dirt over the top of it. You understand? For the longest, what's been out in the earth. If you go Google right now, what happened to the 12 tribes of Israel? Anybody knows what it says? Yeah. Look, ask Google what happened to the 12 tribes of Israel. Young man.
If I could.
Go ahead.
What happened to all the tribes of Israel following the conquest of the northern kingdom by the Assyrians in 721 BC? The 10 tribes were gradually assimilated by the other peoples and thus disappeared from history.
And they, oh my goodness, they did what?
They thus disappeared from history.
Any more?
Sir.
That's it?
Sir. Nevertheless, a belief persisted that one day the 10 lost tribes will be found. Well, not lost.
Yeah, so it's telling you right here that basically the 12 tribes disappeared from history. You see that? This is a nationality that basically has been disappeared off the face of the earth. How come ain't nothing? And the Japanese ain't disappeared. How come the Chinese ain't disappeared?
Right.
How come so-called white people ain't disappeared? But yet nobody knows what happened to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? Thanks to Commander General Hanneman and the Isupk. You understand? And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to who's the guard? I don't know who's the guard. Officer Kayas, good man. Man, there's so much more I want to get into. Class.
Isupk security announcements. With the Isupk start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Roll for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Taj is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3, verses 8 through 10. Asher means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or to the teacher. We also have a priest fund. It's a free will offering from the priest. It's not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Next Friday is the Lord's 53rd annual Passover in Cocoa Beach, Florida. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, so wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, or war scarf. And with that, we're gonna do a courtesy salute to the teacher. And the visitor Majim will stand. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Majim, Barak,
Yahweh Shemel Shabbat.
Yos Matah, class dismissed.
Like I said.
Can y'all leave it? Can y'all?